I'm about to blow the lid right off this thing. Is it really true about my aunt? Oh, what, you mean that she's an accomplice to murder, and in fact she actually apparently completely and utterly despises you and all that you stand for because it reminds her of her sister and therefore her constant ineptitude and failures as a spirit medium? Thereby fueling the desire to throw you under the metaphorical bus by getting you convicted for a murder you did not commit? Yes, it's all very, very much true. I'm afraid so, Maya. Your aunt is a horrible, horrible monster of a human being. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would she do that? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah! Front view von Karma! This feels wrong. Kind of like how I saw Edgeworth and the other Von Karma in it. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your stupid dad and his stupid mental disorders. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Wow, for 18 years old, you look like you're 42. Ugh. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. Yeah, and my goal, at this point... Actually, no, you're not worth it. My goal is the same as it's always been. Prove my defendant and client innocent. The fact that I'm going to completely destroy your perfect record and therefore damage your ego almost irreparably, it's just a nice little side bonus. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. Oh, did I touch a sore spot? Are you perhaps a little bit miffed that I got your psychotic monster of a dad thrown in prison? And then we'll know who the real winner is. Yeah, sure. Rubble, 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 rubble. Do those people in the sides have anything to do with anything in these trials? It really doesn't seem like it. We never hear from the jury, or what the jury thinks. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray had only one point of connection. That being the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be in there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. I thought you, wanted to, ask me about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, if you could shut the hell up and please talk about what we actually care about. Okay. I don't think it'll do any good for you, but it'll do great for me. I'm listening. That was, last year in May. Huh. I should be putting this up around then. Crazy. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped, too, from doing absolutely nothing, you see, because I am a fool. I, fell asleep in the passenger seat, and then she fell asleep, and then we both exploded. I was the only survivor. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. Free as a bird! Although, you were charbroiled and in need of massive reconstructive surgery. It was all the talk of the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Dre drugging your sister. Ow, my everything. Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug that lady. Yeah, which means I'll have to work from this from another angle. I might have to go jangle the dangle of the wangle, if you know what I mean. And I don't think you do. And it doesn't really matter. Okay, that was last year in May. Are you sure it wasn't in June, or April, or maybe even Smarch? Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. It's gonna be May. The thing was all the patients dying was May 2nd. And our accident was like on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coinky dinky? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why. Duh. Elaborate on this something bad that we just talked about several times over. That was the malpractice incident where a bunch of people died. Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines, like, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister? Me. Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here, except for all of the things it has to do with here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely me's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, mama is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. Okay. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Okay, I'm listening. She was totally tired? Like, totally Kyle tired? Like, she had to talk to the police and was, like, being investigated, like, every day. Man, in retrospect, we should have just bought a cab. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Press harder! Press on the nerve. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. Ah, but like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. Okay, well, that's a lie. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meanie Mama. Please amend your testimony. Okay. And this is it. Look, woke up. Wait, hang on. Where is it? My sister was totally tired when she was driving. What? Oh yeah, I didn't have my license. Okay, there we go. It was at the very, very end. All right, so you want to explain this driver's license you have that I found? Is that anything of any value to you? That was a very lame lie just now, especially after that real ham-dinger of one you threw at me earlier. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, you big fat liar? That's right. Yeah, I had a license, sure, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Okay, that's baloney. No, you definitely had it. Thanks to creepy Doctorman. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hutty, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What, are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. Ow! No one cares! Would you like me to slap you upside the face? Because I'm seeing a real double standard here right now, and I kind of want to throw a brick! Like, last November. November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Money did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. I swear to God, I hope those earrings aren't clip-ons, because I'm gonna yoink them right out of your dang head. Without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, didn't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Ah! Did you just hit me? Not you too, man. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Where'd you even get something like that? Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive? That's because... Clank, I don't care. I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Oh, alright. Well, that's annoying. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Except for that time I called you senile. We have fun. Alright, what's your story? Like, around the time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. So close, you might say, I actually had it. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." Oh, localization. So like that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. Okay, I see. A bright red sports ed car, you see. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars. But I will definitely figure out what I'm supposed to do. Hang on, is there something, contradictory about... Last night, 2 women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Revealed the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Totally tired, and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash. Woke up. I opened the right door and, like, got out. Okay, if Miss Eni... I was just trying to remember. I don't drive a lot of cars. Like, wait, hang on. Is that the right door? It is. If Miss Eni managed to barely leave, the one driving her car was her sister, Mama Mima Mumamam. Was it a Winky Dink? Okay, I don't see any interest. Okay. Can you tell me more about this car? There's clearly got to be something in this. It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the Well, there you go! That's a big old thing. The UK. What, were those boyfriend's initials? It was, like, a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. No, I'm gonna have to press harder on that one. If there's anything I know about those crazy British people, it's that their drivey wheels are on the other side of the car. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor? Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then. That's not my point! Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. See, that is so interesting. I would like to press you on the matter ever so slightly. If it's the same to you. I yelled hold it pretty forcefully, but I don't actually know what to ask about cars. Ask for the heck of it, I guess. I think I might not have had to actually have pressed on this. What am I supposed to pick for a topic? Why are British cars so good? Like, huh? They're expensive, and the driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. Yeah, we're in the States, sure. It'd seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, ain't it? You! What do you know? That sleek shape, oh, whoa, 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 I've hit a button, I've hit a button, I've hit a button. Whoa, forgive me. Oh my god. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix? Indeed, Phoenix, I dare say it is interesting. I agree with Mia. Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. Okay. So, you mind explaining to me what you were doing in the driver's seat? I just realized something pretty big. But I don't know if I want to say it in case that I am horribly wrong. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it, but I opened the right door and, like, got out. Now, on the surface, that's perfectly fine. That's usually where a passenger sits. However, I can't help but notice. British cars don't roll like that. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it'd be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them are riding in a British car! God save the Queen! They cracked the case wide open! In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. What do you mean by this? I'm about to blow your minds. Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Oh, God, no. Order! Order at the court! Order, order! The one large 6 extra dip. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blubbering nonsense again! And I will hit anyone who seems to think he has a point. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. Yeah, that is what she said, yes. But that's where her story... Oh my God, I'm actually right. I thought the whole thing about the reconstructive surgery was kind of an odd thing to add on to all of this. But, it would explain what's about to happen. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there could be only one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? It was Mimi. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eni Miney, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. Next question? Oh, that was a good one. I like it. Who is this person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The witness's name is... Oh, I'll tell you what her name is. The witness's real name is... The car was so smash-a-lash and bashed, they had no idea who came out what end of what side. They just assumed that she was her sister and reconstructed her face to look like her sister, and she's the one who died, and she's standing here right before us. Mimi Miney. That's your real name. Of all the foolish dribble, how do you explain her appearance? Yeah, pretty funny about that. This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. In fact, one person even said, and I quote, "She looked like bacon that was thrown onto the sun." So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeon used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. Nay, that's what everyone thought, what everyone wanted everyone to think. Oh, that's just not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site? Doggy, that was the body of the real Eni Miney. She dead. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Shire? That car accident 1 year ago. Oh, actually, that would explain why her hair is longer, too. Ha! The one who died that night was Eni Miney. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eni. The perfect cover for a murder! With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Ah, my everything! What's the meaning of this nonsense? I am getting the vapors. Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. And that specific dead person didn't exist. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still, in fact, alive. They weren't looking for Emi Mimi, and that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. If I could do one of those stupid little curtsy bow things that you did, I would do it and then say, the end. So this witness had to stop that from happening, and realizing that there was no spirit at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about the communicating with the dead. Dang, if he hadn't talked about it, it wouldn't have been a problem. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. The plot was concocted. Well, ah! Why did you say my name just now? Well, I think he's either this case is over or you're going to bring back up Morgan, and I'm going to have to explain that whole nonsense. Looks like I've been unmasked. Oh, sugar snaps! That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. A mistake made so horribly that she probably didn't think she would be able to get much work or do much of anything afterwards. So really dying was a pretty great coincidence. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse! 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. And her car. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Now she's going to prison. Oh, so you weren't planning on killing him at all at any point. You just realized, dang, he's going to try and find the spirit and it's not going to work, and I know that it's a thing that works. So yeah, it makes sense. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni had the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is posthumous! Pasta hippopotamus! I'm perfect! Me, Franz von Karma. Yeah, you know what's really interesting about your name? Von Karma? Kind of got karma in there, I'm just saying. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, can I charge for assault now? And one more for good measure. That was at least 4. Ah. Where'd he go? Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! This court is a fraud! A sham! Alright, well, now that we have, restrained the prosecutor in a straitjacket, I hope, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty! I don't know where this confetti came from, but there you go. That is all. This court is adjourned. And that's how you do that. I just realized! Maya was the one channeling her all this time. She gets to see her sister! Sis! Oh, that's really nice. It's good to see you, Maya. How you doing? Well, you know, she's not going to prison for murder she didn't commit, so... pretty decent, I would say. I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. 'Twas all but a nasty dream. A real bad one, too. You know, sis, in my dream I smelt a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. Strategic arm placement. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail. Well, I mean, if you're gonna try and get away with a murder, you kinda have to. Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to ever happen again. I can't promise that you won't be accused of murder in the future, Maya. I can just say I certainly hope not. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Well, if it's any consolation, your aunt hated you. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please. I need an answer. Okay. Just don't resent her at all for this. It's not her fault. Early? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Kurain Village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Everything was done for her sake. It's screwed up, messed up, and all around not good. I mean, I don't really care what your intentions are. You murdered. You helped. Well, she didn't murder. She helped murder, and that's almost as bad. It was all so that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying, I thought so. Yeah, that's depressing. I'm sorry. Oh, so she was arrested. Well, that's good. My precious Pearl. You're the only one suitable to be the master of Kurain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. And I failed catastrophically. Shouldn't have done that. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Well, that's ominous! I don't know how I feel about that.